Well, hello. Let's get this party started. Welcome to Smells Like. I'm Josh. So good to see you. Hopefully you can see me. I know my last video, the quality on my haul video was garbage. So I apologize for that. You guys were so cool about it. I literally spent my entire day off trying to re-upload and reformat that video. And no matter what I did, as soon as it got uploaded to YouTube, it changed to that pixelated, crappy, fucking garbage quality. So I apologize for that. You guys were really cool about it. I decided to just leave it because I don't know. I don't want to reshoot it, and people had already seen it, and so I don't know. I feel like everybody that watches my videos has already seen it, so who cares? But thank you guys. I got the coolest subs. I really enjoy this channel. I really enjoy my subscribers, you guys. The quality of my subscribers is awesome. I don't know if I have some of the same subs as like the Whack Pack. I don't know if I'm like an honorary like little junior member of the Whack Pack with Eugene and Christo. But love those guys, and I like how they appreciate their subs, and I just echo that. I think I have like really high quality subscribers that have great comments and great taste, and it makes it fun. This is the point of this is fun, and having you guys as subs, it makes it more fun. So thanks for coming along for the ride. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and get in on all the bullshit. Talking about Santal Royal today from Guerlain's Absolus de Orient collection. I got this little gift set. I got a really good deal on fragrance net on this bad boy. Came with a little travel spray, so a little 10 ml travel, which I think is a nice little bonus, some extra juice, and then you got the main event here, Santal Royal. This was signed by Thierry Wasser in 2014, so we've had a few years with this one. I don't recall if this was the first fragrance from the Orient collection from Guerlain. This is a collection that really focuses in on the Middle Eastern market, Middle Eastern style. So you're gonna have ouds and spices and the darker styles that kind of came from the Middle East. So let's talk about the notes first. In the top, we've got neroli and jasmine. So no citrusy, floofy woo. This is straight down to business fucking dark. This gets right into the goods, man. The heart has peach, cinnamon, and rose. The base notes are sandalwood, leather, oud, musk, and amber. This is a dark fragrance. This is a textured fragrance. This fragrance is almost tactile. Like, I love when a fragrance pulls other senses in to my brain. Like when I wear this and when I smell this, I get colors, I get kind of dark oranges and browns and reds. And then I also get kind of a tactile experience from this kind of fuzzy, soft suede leather that really is the core of this fragrance, is this kind of suedey leather. Opens with that neroli and jasmine, so you really get straight into some strong kind of dense notes. It's a pretty dense jasmine, pretty fortuitous. The neroli just gives a slight touch of freshness, but just a little bit of freshness in the opening, and then you get straight down to business. That cinnamon warms things up. The rose really blooms into this fruity, jammy rose. I don't really smell peach necessarily, but I get this fruity thing. I would have guessed blackberry. It kind of reminds me of like a blackberry rose kind of thing. So you get this kind of fruity, jammy rose. It's not a wispy rose. It's not a powdery rose. It's not like your granny's rose. This is beefy rose. This is like very masculine. And I hope you have a very masculine rose. that doesn't make sense. Okay, then we get into the base, which is really where this fragrance lives. I feel it's a pretty, it doesn't develop a whole lot. It really gets down to the sandalwood, leather, oud, musk. That amber is there, I guess probably giving it some of that texture, but mainly in this one, you're gonna smell that jammy rose. And then under that, you get a really smooth sandalwood, which contrasts with a kind of rough suede leather. And then you get that dark oud. It's just this very dark, very luxurious, very rich. And then musk, slightly, ever so slightly animalic musk, just gives it, just puts a little bit of sex in there. Just a little sex appeal in there. A little bit of human touch in there. And then you've got that amber underneath there. But really, to me, I really experience the jasmine mixed with the rose, that kind of jasmine, fruity rose, spiced with cinnamon, and then that contrast of sandalwood, leather, oud with the musk. And that musk, it kind of blends in with the oud, the way that sometimes like oud and leather can all kind of have a little bit of an animalic touch. To me, that's what it is. It's like a little bit animalic leather, a little bit animalic oud, all mixing together into this sexy, dark stew. So I am really enjoying this fragrance. This was one that I had to warm up to. I didn't love it at first. I got a sample of it a long time ago. Probably almost like 2 years ago I first tried it. And at that point, I just wasn't, my palate wasn't that good. Like I was still very much into kind of baseline designer stuff. Like I remember it was the same time that I was first getting into Dior Homme Intense. So that kind of gives you an idea. Dior Homme Intense was a bit much for me at the time. So that tells you that I wasn't quite ready for a fragrance like Santal Royal. But at this point, I'm loving this, man. It is just high quality, dark, classy, almost formal. I've been wearing it to work. It really works well in just the fall with the cold, a little bit of cold on it because it's got this warmth. Like I said, that suedey warm texture. This is niche. You know, regardless of what you think, if you think Guerlain is niche, and I know Guerlain kind of has their lower end stuff, their mid-level stuff, their really high end stuff. This isn't the most expensive thing from Guerlain. It's not the most expensive thing at the store, but this is niche. The way that it smells, the quality of the ingredients, everything about this, in my opinion, is niche. So, you know, if you want to argue that, that's fine. But let me just say this. This does for me what I want from a niche fragrance. I'm really excited about this line, the Absolus de Orient line. I'm kind of a late adopter or late in getting into this line. It's been out for a while. But I recently got this one, and then I recently got Bois Mystérieux, which used to be called Sange de Bois de Thé, and it's kind of an animalic, leathery thing too. It ups the animalic, it ups the roughness. So I'll do a review on that one here in the near future as well. This is a little bit more easy, I think, easy to handle. People aren't going to be turned off by this very much. There might be some people that don't like it. Like I said, I've been wearing it to work. I've been wearing it quite a bit. This is a fragrance that's going to stick to your jacket and your clothes. If you get it on clothes that you don't wash very much, like if you get it on a jacket or like a wool sweater, then that's going to be your Santal Royal jacket, because it really sticks, it really holds on, it really lasts a long time. Other than that, I would also add, this has a little bit of Chanel Egoiste in there. When I was describing this to somebody, I said it's jammy rose, sandalwood, suede leather with a little bit of oud, and then a little bit of Chanel Egoiste, a little bit of that sandalwood leather thing that's in Chanel Egoiste. So it's got a similar build to Chanel Egoiste, which is one of my favorite designer fragrances ever. I love that fragrance for fall. This takes that kind of style, amps it up with the spice. Although I think Egoiste has cinnamon in it as well. But this has that similar, that kind of sometimes smooth, sometimes rough sandalwood the way Egoist is sometimes smooth sandalwood, but then sometimes it feels roughed up. And I don't know if it's being roughed up by the leather or what. But it sometimes it contrasts. Like this fragrance, sometimes I'm like, ooh, that's smooth, and then other times I'm like, ooh, that's rough. It's got some, you know, it's a little bit of a roughness to it. So big fan of this one. I mean, I think that's really it. Again, thanks so much to my subscribers. Thanks for watching. Be sure to comment down below. I'd love to know what you think of Santal Royal, or what you think of the Absolus de Orient line from Guerlain, just as a whole. What are your favorites? Do you have any that you don't really like? I'd really love to hear more about this line as I'm getting into it. I want to learn more about it. Definitely would love to talk about that with some of y'all. Be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps with just the health of the video and of my channel overall. But I'm really happy with the way the channel's going. This is fun for me. I'm having a good time, and I'm glad that some of y'all have come along for the ride. Other YouTube fragrance things I've been into lately. I just today watched a new video from Tunes Reviews 10 over at Tunes Reviews. Definitely check out his video. I know he's been talking about kind of retiring, not doing it anymore, but he is kind of has, I've learned a lot from him, where he just kind of sits down, tells it like it is, and that's it. I really kind of learned a lot from him in my early journey, my fragrance journey. And then also the Grand Duke, You Genius, over at You Smells Good. I just watched his video where he announces a new partnership, like a new company that he's partnering with, and then proceeds to shred the company for like the first 5 minutes of the video. I was like, that's the most Eugene video ever. So awesome. Love You Smells Good. That's the name of his channel. And then Christo's channel. My Canadian cohorts, really big fan, learn a lot from them. So if you're looking for other channels to get into, definitely recommend all of those. So that's going to do it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one.